Good Wednesday, everyone. I thought I'd start out by showing you the precipitation map from yesterday. Now we have high pressure in control of the southeast U.S. That is for sure. It is hot, it is humid, and it is relatively dry. We see a few pop-up storms in the heat of the afternoon, but most everyone is staying dry. And yesterday we saw that in the mountains, especially lots of thunderstorm activity over there, even some flash flood warnings. So in high pressure, the air generally sinks, okay? But around the edges of that high, the air rises back up. So it's like you're pushing the air down in the middle of the high, but around the edges, it starts rising back up into the atmosphere. And rising air cools, condenses, forms clouds and thunderstorms. That's why you see all those thunderstorms from New Mexico up through Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, over to Michigan. They're on the western edge of the high, so that's where the air is rising again. Now, we do get thunderstorms underneath the high, but they're isolated. They're here, they're there, and that's because the heat and the humidity in the afternoon, there's so much of it rising. Every once in a while, a little bubble of that kind of punches through all that sinking air and creates an isolated thunderstorm. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. But my goodness, around the edge of that high, it can be quite active. So our USA mortgage level of concern is level 2 again today because we do have that heat advisory once again, which is rather rare for the plateau. It is hot, it is humid. You're going to want to take breaks in the shade, drink lots of water. You want to just be careful, especially in the afternoon when it's the hottest, and even into the early evening. Whew, yesterday evening was pretty intense. I kind of like it, but I'm kind of weird, I think. I just really like heat and humidity. I don't know why. But also, if a storm develops, it will be very intense. Clear your closet and blind brings us our 5-day forecast. Just an isolated storm today, highs in the low 90s. Tomorrow, a 30% chance for an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm, and that drops our highs down to the upper 80s and hanging out close to 90. I went optimistic and said we're going to stay away from that 90. Friday, Nashville was 96 yesterday. Whew, can you imagine what it felt like in the city? Whew. Friday. Saturday, Sunday, 50% chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and early evening. If you have outdoor plans, do not cancel them, at least not at this point from the way things look. Just know that if you have an outdoor plan, it may be coming an absolute flood at 2 p.m., frequent lightning, gusty winds, and then by 2:35, the sun's out and it's like nothing ever happened. So it's that type of stuff. It's scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening. So just keep that in mind. If you do have outdoor plans, make sure that you're ready to you're prepared for that kind of weather to move in on you, and then of course it'll move on out. On this day in weather history, brought to us by Bramall Travel, 1953, Anchorage, Alaska soars to 86 degrees, their hottest reading of record. In 1992, the Space Shuttle Columbia launched from Kennedy Space Center on its 12th mission, carrying a crew of 7 astronauts and scientists. It had the first microgravity laboratory on it, which was really cool. 13-day mission made it the longest of such missions. And these additional systems allowed this mission to become the longest space shuttle mission to date, lasting 13 days, 19 hours, and 30 minutes. Where's the seconds? No, I'm kidding. You folks have a wonderful Wednesday. Keep looking up. For more weather information, meteorologistsmart.com.